Welcome to Top Stories of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ngullie. I hope you guys are doing great. Fall is already here, and soon there will be Christmas and New Year's and many more to come. Thank God for all that. While you're thinking about shopping, let's go straight to the top stories of the week. The Sharad Pawar-led Nationalist Congress Party is seeking the disqualification of 7 NCP MLAs from Nagaland and 1 from Jharkhand for anti-party activities. Ladies and gentlemen, you will remember that the 8 MLAs had decided to support the NCP's rebel Ajit Pawar's faction after the party split earlier. Disqualification petitions were also filed against 45 lawmakers in Maharashtra. Not too long ago, the 7 NCP MLAs from Nagaland were reportedly in Mumbai to meet Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar on Tuesday. The Ajit Pawar game has also filed disqualification petitions against 10 NCP Sharad Pawar faction members in Maharashtra. Let's see what pans out from this. No permanent enemies, no permanent friends. Ladies and gentlemen, the AIADMK has decided that it will no longer be best friends with the BJP. The party has passed a unanimous resolution breaking all ties with the BJP and the National Democratic Alliance from September 25th. The relationship between AIADMK and the BJP has been very rough recently. The party withdrew its alliance with the BJP months after participating in the NDA meeting earlier. Notably, the AIADMK had participated in the meeting of 38 parties of the National Democratic Alliance on July 19th. But again, no permanent enemies, no permanent friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you will never know what will happen when elections come though. The most publicized social media-led movement and probably the first such event in Nagaland was by a Facebook group called the Naga Blog when it launched the Potholes mission in the summer of 2010. Youth across Nagaland walked through their towns planting petty flowers and even pretended to fish at potholes and puddles they came across on our roads. 2010. So this protest was to draw the attention of the Nagaland government then to the condition of our roads across the state. The Potholes mission by the Naga Blog was probably one of the first viral stories on the internet and mainstream media across India and the world at the time. I know because I work with the Western media and Western media organizations, and they reported it too, not only in India but outside. A lot of similar events have been conducted by people from outside the state since the 2010 Potholes mission. Ladies and gentlemen, more than 10 years now since the Naga Blog protests, another state in Northeast India seems to have decided to adopt that method. Protesting the alleged failure of the Meghalaya government and the National Highway Authority of India in repairing National Highway 6, the public of East Jaintia Hills and the Kasi Students Union of East Jaintia Hills unit went out to turn potholes into fish ponds and paddy fields. National Highway 6 is said to be a transport lifeline for the people of Assam, Mizoram, Tripura and Manipur. This issue continues to keep Manipur on the boil, adding more to the ethnic tensions in Manipur. Ladies and gentlemen, images of 2 missing students now believed to have been murdered surfaced on social media the previous week. This was one of the most viral event from the previous week. The 2 were identified as 20-year-old Pijam Hemjit and 17-year-old Hijam Lingtoing Ambi. The Manipur government stated that the 2 had been missing since July, about 2 months since the bloody conflict in the state began. It started way back in May. The CBI is currently investigating the case. Violent protests, including clashes with the authorities in this regard, continues in Manipur. This was one of the biggest newsmakers of the week, ladies and gentlemen. A minor girl working for a military officer in Himachal Pradesh was reportedly subjected to physical torture. The matter was revealed when the employer of the minor, a military officer called Shailendra Kumar Yadav, and his wife Kim Ralsan came to visit a family in the same area as the minor girls. So the alleged victim, who also came with them, then went to visit her family there. From there, they discovered the horrific way the girl was being treated. Her parents immediately filed an FIR with the police. The minor was sent to Haflong Civil Hospital for treatment. Then Haflong police authorities detained the couple on Monday. I think you may have seen these images. The images were very graphic, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of bruises and marks on the poor thing's body, and even a slash on her tongue, the top of her tongue. I hope she will heal and find her place in life. There were tensions in Assam and Mon following this incident. A missing pickup that reportedly went missing was found below a road in Mon district on Monday. The two occupants of the vehicle, a driver and his helper, were also found there but dead. It was suspected that the accident likely happened on Saturday night while they were returning from Topu and headed for Sonari in Assam after dropping off grocery goods there. The situation in the border areas of Mon district became tense after agitators in Assam blocked roads at Sonari and Namtola. The Mon district administration had to issue an advisory to the Naga people there and citizens to avoid traveling through that particular route. On Wednesday, the Nagaland police launched an app to eradicate extortion and drug abuse in the state. Nagaland's Director General of Police, Rubin Sharma, said at a press conference that the app will enable people to help the police in curbing extortion and drug abuse in the state. Citizens can register via the Movement Against Drugs and Extortion in Nagaland or go through the website Made in Nagaland, an official statement has said. We can appreciate the app and the various innovative measures our police authorities are taking to stop one of Nagaland's biggest diseases, extortion. But it remains to be seen how this will work. Reporting cases is one thing, reporting by citizens is one thing, but being confident about the authorities taking action is quite another, considering our history. Extortion is generally always under a threat of harm or violence. That's why people generally do not report it, app or no app. Nonetheless, it's a good thing to know that according to Sharma, approximately 24 people have been arrested linked to extortion cases. That's a very small number, of course, but still, it is an important start. Most of the cases were suo motu cases or actions taken by the police, the DGB said. I hope the number of suo motu cases from the court and the police increases in Nagaland. For those of you who are wondering what suo motu action is when the court or police authorities decide to act on their own without having to have a complaint given to them first. There is no administrative processes to go through, no paperwork. They themselves say, oh, that's wrong, that's a crime, that's illegal, and they take action without having for people to complain first. And I think that's a wonderful constitutional tool for enforcement that we have, ladies and gentlemen. So in suo motu cases, they take control over a particular incident or case. In a place like Nagaland, where extortion involves armed elements and the fear of harm, citizens need more suo motu action from our legal and policing guardians. Ladies and gentlemen, a man in Gujarat was caught assaulting a 24-year-old woman from the northeast on September 25th. The accused person was identified as one Mohsin Rangres, owner of a business called Galaxy Spa. CCTV footage showed he was seen beating the woman, dragging her by the hair across a balcony and even tearing off her clothes. It was reported that the two were business partners and that the incident occurred following an argument between the two. It's history in the making for India, ladies and gentlemen. The Women's Reservation Bill has become law in India now. President Draupadi Murmu gave her assent to the bill. Now that the bill has become an act, 33% of seats in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies across the country will be reserved for women. However, the reservation will be implemented only after the new census and delimitation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ngullie. See you next time.